Hi, welcome back to Weekday Wind Down with the Word, where we are reading the book of Genesis. And today we're just going to read the first part of Genesis 19 in the NLT version. And it is about Sodom and Gomorrah being destroyed. And the reason why I'm doing this as a part A, part B is because there's so much that goes on that reminds me of today's time that I just didn't have enough time to really do it justice. Trying to do both Sodom and Gomorrah being destroyed, and then the second part is about Lot and his daughters. So that's why I'm doing it this way. So without any further ado, let's get started. Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed. That evening, the two angels came to the entrance of the city of Sodom. Lot was sitting there, and when he saw them, he stood up to meet them. Then he welcomed them and bowed with his face to the ground. "My lords," he said, "come to my home to wash your feet and be my guests for the night. You may then get up early in the morning and be on your way again." "Oh, no," they replied. "We'll just spend a night out here in the city square." But Lot insisted, so at last they went home with him. Lot prepared a feast for them, complete with fresh bread made with yeast, and they ate. But before they retired for the night, all the men of Sodom, young and old, came from all over the city and surrounded the house. They shouted to Lot, "Where are the men who came to spend the night with you? Bring them out to us so we can have sex with them." So Lot stepped outside to talk to them, shutting the door behind him. "Please, my brother," he begged, "don't do such a wicked thing. Look, I have two virgin daughters. Let me bring them out to you, and you can do with them as you wish. But please leave these men alone, for they are my guests and are under my protection." "Stand back," they shouted. "This fella came to town as an outsider, and now he's acting like our judge. We'll treat you far worse than those other men." And they lunged toward Lot to break down the door. But the two angels reached out, pulled Lot into the house, and bolted the door. Then they blinded all the men, young and old, who were at the door of the house. So they gave up trying to get inside. Meanwhile, the angels questioned Lot. "Do you have any other relatives here in this city?" they asked. "Get them out of this place. Your sons, your son-in-laws, daughters, or anyone else, for we are about to destroy this city completely. The outcry against this place is so great it has reached the Lord, and he has sent us to destroy it." So Lot rushed out to tell his daughter's fiancés, "Quick, get out of the city. The Lord is about to destroy it." But the young man thought he was only joking. At dawn the next morning, the angels became insistent. "Hurry," they said to Lot. "Take your wife and your two daughters who are here. Get out right now, or you will be swept away in the destruction of the city." When Lot still hesitated, the angel seized his hand and the hands of his wife and two daughters and rushed them safely outside the city, for the Lord was merciful. When they were safely outside the city, one of the angels ordered, "Run for your lives, and don't look back or stop anywhere in the valley. Escape to the mountains, or you will be swept away." "Oh no, my lord," Lot begged. "You have been so gracious to me and saved my life, and you have shown such kindness, but I cannot go to the mountain. Disaster will catch up with me there, and I will soon die. See, there is a small village nearby. Please let me go there instead. Don't you see how small it is? Then my life will be saved." "All right," the angel said. "I will grant your request. I will not destroy the little village, but hurry, escape to it, for I can do nothing until you arrive there." This explains why the village is now known as Zoar, which means little place. Lot reached the village just as the sun was rising over the horizon. Then the Lord rained down fire and burning sulfur from the sky of Sodom and Gomorrah. He utterly destroyed them along with other cities and villages of the plain, wiping out all the people and every bit of vegetation. But Lot's wife looked back as she was following behind him, and she turned into a pillar of salt. Abraham got up early that morning and hurried out to the place where he had stood in the Lord's presence. He looked out across the plain towards Sodom and Gomorrah and watched as columns of smoke rose from the cities like smoke from a furnace. But God had listened to Abram's request and kept Lot safe, removing him from the disaster that engulfed the cities on the plain. And that's going to conclude the first part of tonight's reading. This really is very parallel to what's going on today, especially with what's going on with the gay community. They are celebrating, they're proud, they're bold with the sin that they're in, and they want you to agree with it, and they want to teach your children about it. And so they are very bold with this stuff. And I find it interesting that they call it pride, because God says pride comes before the fall. And as a matter of fact, I had a dream last night. I'm not sure if it was a dream. I wasn't really asleep, but I got a picture in my mind where I was in a bakery, and there was a LGBTQ poster on the wall, and it had the rainbow, and it was very vibrant. But then it got dull, and it got duller, and it duller until it turned into black and white. And so I was like, God, what do you mean by that? But I know, like I said, pride comes before the fall. And can remember, that all the evilness that was going on in Noah's time, he sent a flood to destroy the place. And then in the days of Jonah, he was about to destroy the people of Nineveh until Jonah went over there. And so I'm wondering if what America is facing now today with inflation, high gas prices, interest rates are about to go up. People are having a hard time getting formula for their babies. I could go on and on down this list. Just today I heard a report about 2,000 to 10,000 cattle dying of heat. And this ain't Africa, y'all. This is the United States. And then I heard another story where thousands of chickens have died. Now, they are already talking about a food shortage coming. Now, I don't know if it's going to come or not, but that's been a talk. It could be all fear-mongering. I don't know. But all of these things are going on in America, and now we got this heat wave that's coming through here. So I wonder, is this America's punishment? Are we facing the wrath of God because there's so much evil that's going on over here now, and people just don't care? Now it's really the days where good is bad and bad is good, and we should celebrate bad. No, we don't want love. No, they just flip everything today. And so my time is almost up, but all of this stuff was going through my mind, and I could go on and on and on about this, but I only have 10 minutes, and so I tried to wrap it up real quick. But what do you think? I also was thinking about Lot's wife, how she looked back, and that, if God bring you out of something, you shouldn't look back and want it again, because he has the best in store for you. So there's a lot to say about that first part alone, and then a second part. So please add in the comments what's on your mind, what's God speaking to your heart, what's some of the things you notice. Is anything you can pull out for your life particularly? Put it in the comments below. Share it, y'all. I love to read your comments. They're very insightful, helping me to grow, and I'm sure they're helping others. Thank you for listening. Have a blessed day.